Figure Hammerstone last time at FSW, he defeated Michael Elgin with this title on the line. But he might not be able to put down Douglas James. Got him in a triangle choke. Hammerstone,
who's right close to the middle of the ring. Not sure he's got enough to get to the ropes.
Hammerstone has got to try and slug his way out of this. And once again, he shoves the ref. I'm not a big fan of Grimes. What?
Your
look at this.
By disqualification, Douglas James.
Is this real? I guarantee you, Douglas
still,
James.
your Nevada State champion, Hammerstone.
I guarantee you, Douglas James doesn't want the match to end like this.
What a way to end this hard-fought matchup. Obviously, the frustration from Hammerstone was settling in. But I gotta say, Jake, you know, I know you can't put your hands on the referee, but I don't know.
Can restart it.
One of the fastest rising stars in all of professional wrestling. What the hell? Hammerstone not waiting for Douglas James. No disqualification, so there's nothing referee Austin Grimes can do about it. And you gotta figure Hammerstone knows he's in trouble. They have met twice before, and on both occasions, Hammerstone lost. The first time, this past February, Douglas James defeated Hammerstone. Oh no! He defeated Hammerstone by pinfall, and just 2 weeks ago, right here on Twitch, it was for this very championship, the Nevada State title. Hammerstone intentionally got himself disqualified to save his title reign. That's what leads us to no DQ tonight. Hammerstone wants the mic. And the Nevada State champion is taking a seat.
Never eats the lion. The clownfish never eats the shark. Douglas James never beats Hammerstone.
I beg to differ, Jake.
I am just so sick of this. This new age, this 2019 progressive crap. You're all so obsessed with underdogs. You're so obsessed with undersized, underperforming wrestlers. Really, you love them. No, listen to this. You like them because you know they shouldn't win. So, you want them to
Hammerstone endorsing more human growth hormone in our locker room.
Douglas James. PCW, I beat Douglas James. NLW, I beat Douglas James. FSW, I beat
Hammerstone, I believe, is shocked that Douglas James is even in the ring at this time.
Yeah, Hammerstone got the jump on DJ, but Douglas James, the Ironheart, he's got a relentless soul, will not be put down that easily.
You know, it worked the last time when they jumped Shogun Jones and they stole the FSW Heavyweight Championship.
Well, Hammerstone realizes he's in for a fight now. Douglas James hasn't gotten back to his feet just yet. But no disqualification. The title is at stake, but has the damage already been done to Douglas James? What kind of challenger will he be now after being powerbombed on the apron?
And now the match.
Douglas James! Taking advantage of no disqualification himself. If he could go for the cover, he might have Hammerstone beat. Douglas James, the most talented competitor in FSW, can never hold a championship. Hammerstone, two-time former FSW champion, current tag team champion, and he's held that Nevada State title since June of this year, 5+ months after he defeated Sefafatu.
The cover, 1, 2.
Douglas James giving it everything he has. Still trying to recover from that sneak attack from Hammerstone, and he flares him off the top. Douglas James, he's got to use his speed. He's got to use his striking ability.
Right underneath the jaw.
If he can lock Hammerstone into submission, the champion could be in trouble, but that's where Hammerstone has the advantage, the brute strength. Each shot he delivers will actually have more force than Douglas James, despite James' striking background, just because of the size mismatch.
And the brute power of Hammerstone.
Pizza cutter!
1, 2.
And Hammerstone recovers quickly. Hammerstone still feeling the effects of that belt shot that opened this bout up.
Project Body Count, Nevada State champions, FSW Heavyweight champions, and Tag Team champions. Can Douglas James tonight rest the Nevada State Championship and crown and be first time ever champion?
And look at that capture. And he hurls Douglas James through the air. And Douglas James lands hard. The brute strength of Hammerstone could be the deciding factor in this Nevada State Championship matchup. No rules, no disqualification.
And Hammerstone has the steel chair. It's all legal.
And Douglas James creating that separation, trying to regroup on the outside. The thing is, no rules, anything goes. You're never safe no matter where you're at.
And Douglas James.
Hammerstone, where did Douglas James go? Douglas James went through the other side. Tope Suicida.
Vicious chair shot right to the head.
He brained DJ. And Hammerstone is getting cocky. Rather than go for the cover to try to put away Douglas James, he's decided to argue with a lady who has to be restrained by her boyfriend. We don't know.
I guess so. Because he doesn't want to have to defend her honor and get his ass whipped by Hammerstone.
Don't blame him. Overhead belly to belly from Hammerstone.
And it looked like Douglas James for a split second was going to become the Nevada State champion, but Hammerstone has just taken control.
And another overhead belly to belly. It is to Hammerstone's advantage to slow down the flow of this matchup. What? And now that girl's still being restrained by her weird uncle. He wants that Hammerstone.
And right now.
And another chair shot by Hammerstone. Douglas James has just been beaten down by Hammerstone throughout this matchup and before this matchup, other than a flurry of offense where we thought he would pull it off again.
And Douglas James, not sure how much he has left in the tank.
And Hammerstone put all his body weight behind that. He went down with that hammer throw as Douglas James collided with the buckles. And Hammerstone not done with that chair.
It just doesn't sound good coming out your mouth.
And Hammerstone definitely knows how to get the crowd. Oh, look at this.
Shadow boxing a steel chair, that's a first. Douglas James is still moving though. Most athletes would have been taken out early, before the match. But Douglas James still has life. He still has fight inside of his body.
And he's got Douglas James up.
Oh, Douglas James evades disaster, turns the tide with the Hurricane Rana, and sends Hammerstone's head into the steel. Douglas James has to capitalize. Could there be a title in his future? Douglas James now, using Hammerstone's favorite weapon. Steel collides with the spine of the reigning Nevada State champion.
And he is just crashing the chair against the back of Hammerstone.
Douglas James, whether you think of an underdog story or not, Douglas James wants to make sure he wins the championship tonight. And that super kick's going to get him closer to the title. This has been building inside of Douglas James for weeks.
The cover, 1, 2.
And even after that steel onslaught, Hammerstone able to get his shoulder up.
Oh, look at this.
The guillotine. This is how he won the Limitless tournament.
And
Hammerstone,
the crowd, they want to see a new champion.
that's a massive man to try and force to tap out. But he might do it. Douglas James might be on the road to his first FSW championship. But Hammerstone's not letting that go down that way.
But look at this, Douglas James is holding on for dear life.
Oh no, looks like he's trying to lift him into the nightmare pendulum. Douglas James getting that knee up at the last second. Douglas James with visions of gold dancing in his brain right now, but Hammerstone, incredible ring positioning, crotches James on the top. Hammerstone once again slowing down this matchup.
He is wobbly, but he is to his feet, and Douglas James very slow to get on up.
Every time the pace is picked up, it's been to Douglas James' advantage. Every time Hammerstone has been able to control the momentum and work a more deliberate style, wrestling more deliberate pace, he has been in control.
And look at this. Hammerstone likes to do this on occasion. He has no problem going up top.
Hammerstone will bust out the big, heavy artillery in major championship situations when he has a challenger like Douglas James. There's the superplex.
1, 2.
Oh, and Douglas James trying to catch the champion by surprise.
A low blow by Hammerstone. He would have got DQ'd again if it wasn't a no DQ match.
But Hammerstone can't save himself this time against Douglas James. And rather than go for the cover after that low blow, Hammerstone decides Douglas James needs more. He needs to teach Douglas James a lesson. A chair. Oh no! Douglas James just gets powerbombed violently on the steel.
And the crowd appreciating a good powerbomb onto a chair. Oh,
and Hammerstone says this one's not done. This is a message to everybody in the FSW locker room. This is a message to everyone in the FSW locker room that you don't mess with. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Shogun Jones, the man who Hammerstone and Graves took out of the championship match at Against All Odds. He's got Douglas James's back. He's looking for revenge.
Hammerstone is down. Douglas James up top.
Frog Splash!
1, 2, 3. And history has been made here at the FSW Arena. Douglas James, for the first time, is crowned a champion here in FSW, and he defeats Hammerstone thanks to Shogun Jones.